Well, heavens, here we are again then. I'm Chris. This is the port of Felixstowe, and you're watching Ships and Shipping this fine and bright Thursday morning. It does look jolly nice, actually. I don't know whether that's going to last for very long, but we shall see, I expect. It's not a very exciting morning today, so I thought what we'd do is a little bit more news content to give you a bit more background and kind of see how that goes. But we're going to start with something that I think is a reasonably good idea to do. And let's see how that one goes. Let's just get rid of some of the screen junk that we have here. I think we've got more or less the same cast of ships that we had yesterday with one or two changes. Nothing much there. Let's have a look. Okay, so looking at the port of Felixstowe today, what have we got? I've changed the design a bit because we've moved to another tracker because it seems like a better idea. Up at the far end on berth number 7, let's just get back to where I was. Excuse me. It's one of those things, isn't it, really? It really is. Using the internet is somewhat of a pain in the butt, I have to tell you, because you tend to end up doing different things. Come on, for goodness sake. I see. Okay, I was on a nice page and now I'm off it, and let's get back onto it. Okay, so let's get back to it. So we've got at the far end of the port, we've got SCI Delhi, we've then got MSC Solar, we've got hidden from sight behind MSC Emanuela, we've got MSC Fabian, we've got the ferry Acacia Seaways, as usually in the morning at this time. Then we've got Ever Aeon, but you can only, I think you might just about be able to see her in a moment. I'll show to you what we can see, but she's astern of MSC Emanuela. So there you go. A bit later in the morning, in a few minutes' time, we'll have a reasonable look at a ship called Aasfoss, which is coming down from Ipswich. She carries stone and aggregates, I think, mainly from Norway. I think she's a Norwegian registered ship. She's off to Bordeaux. I don't know what she's doing down there, but there you go. We won't get told, sadly, but one of those things. As you can see, anyway, Port of Felixstowe is decently busy. We'll go and have a look at what's coming in later, or what the movements are later, and see how that goes. I thought while we're looking at, I'm just going to do a little bit of swearing to myself. Am I? No, I'll try not to. Okay, we'll go to that. And this is London Gateway. There's two of the Maersk ultra large ships there. Let's just go and have a look at which one they are. I think the one on berth 4, which is the berth that's not actually shown on the chartlet. There we go. We're getting somewhere. I'm sorry about this. Everything takes, oh, I see. Okay. Everything takes a bit more time when you're working on a small screen, doesn't it? But there you go. I cannot complain. Oh, I can complain actually all the time. Here we go. So the other one is Maastricht Maersk. So there are two Maersk 400-meter ships alongside at the port of London Gateway. But they've got berths 1 and 2 empty at the moment. Doubtless they will have something else coming in today. And what we'll try and do next time we do this is actually bring you a bit more accurate information on that. We'll see how that goes. Right, what have we got next? What are we going to do next? We're going to have a look up at the far end. So you've seen those two ships. There you go. So that gives you berth 6 and berth 7. Berth 6 is a nearer one of the two. Berth 7 is a far one. They are both very large ships, or ultra large ship capable, but they tend to put the biggest of the big ships on 8 and 9, which is the ones nearest to us. There you go. If you're out there and you'd like to say anything, I'd love to hear from you. Let's see what you've got to say for yourselves this fine and bright morning. Oh, right. I thought there was someone there, but there wasn't anyone. Oh, there is someone there. Good Lord, excuse me. Good morning, Martin. Hey, well, I'm jealous, I have to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you what, because that might be giving too much information away. But I'm officially jealous from your message of yesterday. There you go. Okay, so good morning to Martin. Anybody else out there who wants to shout out? Very happy to hear from you. As ever, on Ships and Shipping, we are, well, I think we're reasonably friendly, don't you? Hopefully. I hope so. I was hoping we'd get a bit more tug traffic underneath the cranes this morning, because we haven't actually got much to show you in the way of action here, although we do want to actually show you a bit more stuff. And there's a couple of nice little news stories that we're going to have a look at. This one is, well, it's not a nice story at all. You may remember we put up a video of Zim America arriving at Felixstowe yesterday. We put the video up yesterday afternoon. But then we got the news that Zim Line has actually been banned from Turkish ports. This apparently is due to their origin, really, and they're an Israeli shipping line, and Turkey is largely a Muslim country, most of it, and they have a problem because of the Houthis and that kind of stuff. And what they've done is banned Zim Line from calling at their ports. That particular ship, Zim America, was just coming back from a circuit of the Eastern Med, and in fact, instead of calling at Turkish ports, as I think many of those circuits do call at, she in fact just called at two Israeli ports and at an Egyptian port as well, or maybe two Egyptian ports. I'm not sure what I saw. Do excuse me. Got a frog. I'm going to have a slurp of tea. I do like a cup of tea, guys. Okay, let's just get back to where we should have been on that. There we go. Good. Okay, I like to have one of those little logos up, so let's just go back and get rid of that graphic. We also have, looks like Jutlandia C coming out of Harwich, so we'll look at her when she gets a bit closer. The other interesting bit of news that I wanted to just remind you of, you might be aware of this, but Marie Maersk caught fire a couple of weeks ago. It was a cargo fire. She is on her way eastbound, which is quite unusual because usually if you get ship fires aboard container ships, they often seem to be in the westbound direction, because that's the direction in which they carry a lot of batteries and things, and those can be the cause of fires, as I think we all know. So, interesting one. But they finally managed to put the fire out. Ship's crew, plus I think there may have been some firefighters, but I think it was mostly ship's crew, and they had some extra equipment delivered to them by a supply ship, and that maybe made a lot of difference. I don't know, but it took them quite a while to get those fires out. But she has been declared safe by Maersk Line, and they say she's safely underway now to her next port. If you look on AIS, she is actually showing Tanjung Pelipis as her next port, but we don't really honestly know. I'm going to pause my microphone for a moment, folks, while I just have a good cough. Okay, I hope you didn't get your ears blasted off by that. Let's just move on now. We are trying to do a bit more news. It's a bit more difficult because, in honesty, the question is one of time, because I like to start this video at about 7:30. We were a bit late this morning. My apologies for those who were expecting it. But let's just move the camera and get a better shot. There we go. That gives you Aasfoss, I think. Let's just double check that again. and that gives you Jutlandia Sea coming out from Harwich. So let's just dive down there. There we go. Okay. So I'm just scuttling about on my other screen, which is sadly a bit on the small side for me, but there you go. That's my problem and not yours, as someone said to me the other day. There we go. It's Aasfoss. I don't know how I'm pronouncing it because I can't pronounce Norwegian, but she's now being covered up by Jutlandia Sea. So we'll get her coming past a bit in a moment, as we did yesterday. It's one of those things about doing a program at a regular time, of course, is that you do tend to bump into the same traffic all the time. I don't know whether there's going to be any other ship that I can catch today, but I do have a backlog of vessels that I'm very glad to show you. Okay, let's just move back to something. There we go. Don't forget that if you like what I'm doing with ships and shipping, give me a like. Give the video a like on either Facebook or YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, subscribe, because we're going to be doing more and more, I think, on YouTube. Because the issue, from my point of view, is that Facebook doesn't really allow you to spread your wings properly unless you just stick to Facebook, which I'm not too keen to do. There you go. Get a bit of a better shot on this lady. There we go. So that's Jutlandia Sea, followed by Aasfoss, which is on her way to Bordeaux, and of course the ferry herself is on the way to Europort, that's Rotterdam. Don't forget, boys and girls, your comments are welcome. Anything that you feel you want to say, any news, any information. Don't forget that if you have news that you would like us to carry, it needs to be shipping related in any sort, then I'd love to hear from you. You can get in touch on either our YouTube channel or our Facebook channel and leave us a message there, or send us a direct message on those, or put a comment on whatever you like, really. I'm just generally delighted to hear from you, because then we don't feel so lonely sitting out here in the sunshine. I have to say, it's a lovely morning looking around at what's happening. Okay, going to have a slurp of tea for a moment. So what are we going to look at next? Well, with a couple of things. Excuse me. There we go. Let's get to the next thing, which we want to talk about, and let's see what we've got in the way of departures and arrivals at the port of Felixstowe. So departures, what have we got? Well, those have gone, and we've got the Sea Cats. I think they're more or less gone. Jutlandia Sea is coming out now. Acacia Seaways is due at 8:30. Stella Hollandica, as usual. MSC Solar is the first container ship to move, and she is currently shown as being departing at about 11:30 a.m. Let's see, we've got Arklow Guard coming from Ipswich, Alert coming from Harwich, and Allura coming from Mistley. And then, let's see, we don't know about that. And let's see what else we got. We've got, oh, right, okay, SCI Delhi, which is currently on berth 7, Trinity 7, is actually due to leave at about 7 o'clock tonight. That's 1900 hours. And MSC Fabienne is due to leave at 2200. That's 10 o'clock, so that's not much good to anybody. Then Ever Aeon is currently showing a departure tomorrow morning, Friday, at 4 a.m. Will I be here? Not under any circumstances, chaps. Then we've got Zim Line is due. Oh, she's not leaving till Friday. Okay, I'll get rid of that. And then we'll have a look at what's coming in today. Not very much, I tend to think. Let's go and have a look at that ship coming down from Ipswich. There she is. Let's get her in the middle of our picture a bit more. There we go. Aasfoss, I think. Okay, so what else have we got happening? Well, oh, right, okay. Arrivals, we've got Euro Pontoon coming through at about midday. Showing the Arfon Allure and the Beco Server coming in at about noon. That's a tug and large pontoon, which have been working on the power coming in from one of the wind farms to Bordsey. And then we've got Zim Line coming in at 12:15, or picking up her pilot, should I say, at 12:15. Through land coming in this evening. And that's about all we've got in the way of container vessel movements. Nothing much. Quite a quiet day for container vessel movements. There you go. Okay. Interesting one. I don't know whether you can catch it at all. I doubt whether you can. But I've got a sort of throbbing, I suppose you would say, from the freighter's engine. Interesting one. Or from the ferry's engine, should I say. Let's get that right. And then the other thing I want to have a look at is today's weather. Let's see what we've got on there. So we want... Oh, stuff is happening, but I don't know what. Because that's the wrong system. I see. Ah, okay. Let's see if we've got this going. I've no idea, mate. I cannot help. Okay. Sorry about this. It's a bit of an issue because I suddenly realised that I wasn't signed into everything, as you are not sometimes. I wasn't signed into what I was going to use to get the weather for you, but there you go. There we go. So what have we got? For today's weather, we are showing, goodness me, it's supposed to be feeling like 15 or 16 degrees now. And let's just see what we got. Okay, let's go to Thursday. Right, well, we're not looking at a warm day, but we are looking at a fairly sunny morning. Bit of cloud later this afternoon. Yeah, bit of cloud through the afternoon, but mainly sunny this morning. And then, let's say, sunny intervals this afternoon, I suppose. Not looking too bad at all. Have I got a wind forecast on this one? No, I haven't. What a useless thing. Oh, yes, I have, sorry. And we're looking at a wind just a little bit. It looks south of west and moving round to a full southwesterly around lunchtime, I guess. Is it? Yeah, I guess so. Around lunchtime, it will be moving from a sort of west by east to a proper southwesterly, and that's the weather. So what's the time? It's now, oh goodness me, it's running close to 8 o'clock. I can't believe it. Anything else to say, you guys out there? I haven't heard from anybody apart from Martin this morning. It's quite quiet. Goodness me. But there you go. Okay, let's go back to see if I can get a better look at Aasfoss. What nice little ships these are. And they do carry their own excavator to dig out their own load. And it is mainly stone, I think. I think they work directly from a quarry in Norway. So there you go. Okay. So what we're going to do now is say thank you for watching if you have been. This show will be on for the rest of the day on our featured channel on YouTube, and it'll also, of course, be directly on Facebook. If you like it, give it a like, give us a subscribe, and get in touch if you'd like to. If you've got a news story, I would love to have it. And let's wrap up by saying my name's Chris. This is Ships and Shipping, and it's Thursday the 28th of August, and we will see you soon, I hope. Take care of yourselves, and thanks for watching.